So we're here today with Pat and Marcus. I'm Marcus, and this is Pat.
Hi.
Pat just said hi. We're both big fans of Pringles, and we are aware of the new Pringles Wavy, and we're gonna do like a little experiment just to see what the difference is between the Pringles and Wavy. But I thought I'd just ask Pat first. It's like, how long have you been a Pringles fan? We're both big fans, but how long have you been a big fan?
Oh, probably since they first came out. I've been eating them, I guess, 40 years?
Something like that. It was like for me,
Right. I remember they came out when I was in college.
and I remember my grandmother on my father's side having them, and always like thinking it was a big treat to go visit them. So if they had Pringles, we would get them. They were always a lot of fun. What are the reasons that you like Pringles?
Well, I like the fact they're uniform and they hold a dip. If you have a dip, they seem to hold dip better than a regular potato chip, and they're not as greasy as a potato chip.
That's one of the things I like too. I mean, there's a certain flavor that I think is a little addictive about it, and I also like stacking like three or four and chomping down on three or four of them at the same
Yeah,
time.
that's great. I like that too.
So one of the things that we noticed about the Pringles Wavy is that it is quite literally 12% less of the original. So there's 130 grams in the Wavy, and there is 149 grams in the original.
And yet the containers are the same size.
Container is the same size, which would kind of make sense because they wouldn't want to change that in their production. So we're curious as to whether or not the 12% difference is worth the Wavy experience. So we're going to try to, taste the Wavy. Pat, why don't you open up and we'll just see if maybe the chips are the same size. Why don't we open up the original, and why don't we just pour a bunch of those out. And we're taking this from a real container, and we're going to hold on to all of them. You should probably just figure out whether or not
I'm going to pull them all out because I want to count them all,
right,
to see if they're all the same numbers.
So we're gonna actually use this digital scale that we've got, and let's see if we get 149 or close to it. So this I've zeroed out with this container. Why don't you pop that on there,
Okay.
Pat? No, put the whole thing on there.
All right.
And we'll see if we get close to 149 grams. And what do we come up with right here? It's actually 150. I don't know if you can. There we go. 150 grams. So we're actually getting one more gram. So the 149 is pretty accurate. Let's why don't we count out 10 of those guys and see what 10. And Pat's already sort of eating the crumbs.
I can't help myself. Can't help myself.
So we're gonna count.
I'm going to make sure they're uniform. Some are chipped, of course, but let's see what we have here. We have 3, 6, 9, and then
put 10.
10.
All right,
So right?
Yeah, that looks right, and it looks like it's 19 grams per 10, so it's about 2 grams per chip. So
Right.
let's sort of just say it's 2 grams per chip.
Okay.
And then let's open up the Wavy, and we're gonna do the same thing.
Show me opening.
And this says minus 39 because that's the container weight. It should zero out, which it does. I'm going to put the Wavy. You can sort of instantly see right now that the Wavy chip is certainly wavy.
It may be more rigid.
Maybe, yeah. It does seem to have a little bit more structure to it. Like it seems a little firm. That kind of chipped up. So let's just see. 133 grams. So we actually got 3 more grams off of the stated 130 grams. So more than likely, the manufacturers of Pringles are trying to make sure that they're not shorting us. So we've got to give them credit for
2, 4.
So I'm going to count out
6, 8, 10.
All right, got
Okay,
10.
we're tarred there.
Oh, we got to, let's see. Oh, we got to go back to 0. Mm-hmm. Oh, we
need to do that for the other one too.
Oh, yeah, we didn't do that for the other one, so sorry.
Tar it.
So that's that. That's 0.
Okay.
So that's 21 grams for 10. So that is, again, 2 grams per chip, a little over 2 grams. And let's just verify the 10 on the regular one, and that is 19, which is what we had before. So about 2 grams per chip. The Wavy seems to be just ever so slightly more, but we could base that on just sort of little bits and pieces not showing up. But so what do you think? I'm gonna try the Wavy one. And I'm also gonna try the regular one. I mean, the Wavy ones feel a little more.
I like them better.
You like the Wavy ones?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're 12% better?
Probably for my waistline, yes.
So, what is it you like about they definitely feel a little firmer.
They do.
What else do you like about them?
The flavor is good. It's good. Again,
so you think it's different than the regular?
Again,
one?
They have that non-oily thing I like about them. And they would probably be more rigid for dip.
Right. Pat's a dip person. What's interesting about this is like I kind of feel like the original though, the salt, it's like a little saltier.
Mm-hmm. A little saltier.
I feel like the original is just a slight bit saltier. So, so our conclusion I think is the per chip weight is the same, but more than likely because of the shape, you're not getting as many. So you're getting 12%. You're getting 12% less in terms of actual number of chips, but Pat likes the firmness for the dip, right?
Right.
The caloric is the same.
It's the same. However, it's measured differently.
It could be just a packaging thing, right?
Well, 16 crisps of the original equal how much? 115 calories. 150 calories,
right.
Whereas 12 of the new Wavy.
Oh, okay.
So
it could be not only the size, but you are actually maybe getting a little bit more material. So what is it? 150 calories is 12 and 16. So 4, a differential of 4. It's about 25% difference in terms of serving size. So, so the conclusion is that the flavors are equivalent. I think that the original Pringles are a little bit saltier. I kind of prefer them in terms of. I would probably prefer them in terms of stacking 3 or 4 of them. But the Wavy ones, what would you? I mean, I would say that they're a little firmer.
Good flavor. They're Pringles.
They're Pringles. I mean, they're good Pringles. So let's do a really quick bonus. One of the things you'll notice is that the flavored one is actually 137 grams. So I'm going to ask Pat to open that up.
Okay.
And let's just throw 10 of them on the scale. See what our difference is. Real quick. Is that 10? And then now these are Wavy. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10.
10. Oh, one more. So yeah, clearly on a per chip basis, it's a little bit more than the 19 and the 21 that we got on the non-flavored ones. Let's give a taste of the flavored ones real quick. And then, yeah, I'm not a really big fan of the flavored so much. I kind of like the original. So So I would say, in conclusion, the 12% reduction in material that you're actually getting in terms of chip can be worth it. And that's our play out music right now. We want to say thanks. Say thanks, Pat.
Hey, thanks.
And appreciate you guys watching. If you got any questions or comments, it's a silly little thing, but we really do enjoy just taking a look and seeing what's going on. But right now, we would give a thumbs up to this Wavy Pringles, right?
Thumbs up.
And there it is. Thumbs up. Cool. Thanks.
All right.